Briefly, just on the education front, how many of you guys went to Cal State Long Beach? Probably a good amount of you guys. You know that they're every year, they just break the record of the most applications they've ever gotten. They're the 5th most applied to university in the nation right now from number of applications, and they're doing really well. But let me jump to homelessness. I want to share that there is no bigger issue in Long Beach right now than homelessness. There is no bigger also issue anywhere in the state of California than homelessness. You talk to any mayor of any city in the state of California, and they'll tell you the single biggest issue they're facing is homelessness. And it is complex, it is difficult, and for a lot of us, when you see it constantly, it's also incredibly hard what's happening on the street. And so Long Beach, believe it or not, in the last 5 years, has housed over 5,000 people experiencing homelessness. That's a lot of people. Of those 5,000, over, I think, 1,200 were veterans. So this isn't, we know and I understand that there is a constant challenge that we're trying to deal with every single day. It's people in cars, it's folks that are on the street, it's enormous mental illness that people are facing, and I also understand, in many cases, it's people committing crimes. Because I always say that there are bad people in any population. There are bad people that have a lot of money and are in homes. There are bad people that are homeless. There's all of us. We can find bad people in any population, regardless of wealth or home or homeless or anything else. And so I say that because also, being homeless is also not an excuse for us to just allow folks to commit crimes. And so taking all of that is a complex issue, but what are we doing about it? A year ago, we put together a huge task force called the Everyone Home Long Beach Task Force that's led by the president of Cal State Long Beach, President Connolly, business leaders, providers, hospital leaders that came together and put together a plan for Long Beach to try to address homelessness in new ways. The plan said a lot of things, and a lot of the things we're trying to implement. One, which was important, was that we have to build more housing that's affordable for people to live and transitional housing. We're doing that, and we continue to do that across the city, but mostly in and around the downtown and central Long Beach. The plan said that we need to have a city shelter that we can run ourselves. And so with the city doing, we're opening our first municipal shelter in North Long Beach. Why is that important? We didn't have a shelter before. We had shelters that were only open in the winter or run by other agencies. So for the first time, it'll open next year, we will have a permanent shelter that we can help and get folks to, that will be open year-round with services that will be there also for people. So that was also in the report, and we're opening up that shelter. The report also said that we need to provide more services for folks that were mentally ill and that were experiencing severe mental breaks and that were on the street. Now, we know that community hospital right now, we're in the process of reopening. We've all heard that, and we're very excited about that. Part of the community hospital reopening, many people didn't know this, but before they closed, they actually housed many people that were mentally ill at the hospital. They had a whole wing that did that work. And so we're working with community hospital, so when they reopen, they'll be able to have the resources they need to continue that work that they were already doing to help that population that we really need. And so those things are serious. We also know that people on the street have rights. And a lot of folks will call the office and say, there is a pile of stuff, I need you to come remove it. And you know what we have to say to that? We can't. We have to go post something there and wait the 2 or 3, usually 3 days, before we can move anything that is considered someone's belongings. People also have the right to be outside. And we cannot force people just to move along. And so I say all of that, knowing that there is an enormous amount of work that is happening, but that we're trying our best to address. And so that is a topic we get asked the most questions about, and it's consistent We're doing our best on, the report's got a lot of other initiatives on childcare, on ensuring that people don't fall into homelessness. And if we don't have an approach that's multifaceted, this is only going to get worse, not just in Long Beach, but statewide. We have a multi-million number shortage of homes in the state of California. And Long Beach is pretty built out. We can only do so much, and we're doing our part. But the housing construction is mostly happening, as you know, you go to other states, a lot of places are building housing. California has not done so, and our population is increasing. And so we're doing our best to manage the situation right now. Let me also touch on another topic that we're very excited about, and that's the Olympics. So I think we should all be very proud